You know, okay. Ooh, my hair is a mess. So, I was talking about how catcalling. People, a lot of men do this, and so they thought it was okay to, it was this guy and his friend in a car. His friend let down the window, and then, the guy in the passenger seat started whistling and kissing at me. And so, like, I thought that, I could share this because this happens all the time to people, people go through this. They're like, there's men that just, they're sick in the mind. And so, like, I wanted to speak up about it. But then I went to the new comments, and people were like, it was this one girl, she was on the comment section, and she was like, well, it's your fault that the man thought that was okay because your dancing attracts sexual predators, and you always make it seem like you're perfect, and you're not. First of all, I never said I was perfect. I had 10 years of being abused by my ex-stepfather. And nowhere in there did I say I was perfect. I never said I was perfect. In fact, I speak about my imperfections. I never said I was perfect. Um, and then on top of that, why should my dancing have anything to do with the sickness of an old man's mind? Mind you, that these guys were at least in their 40s, 30s or 40s. They were old. Well, not old, but they were older than me. I am a 15-year-old girl. I've never dated. I've never had a boyfriend. I've never even had any sexual interactions. I have such high anxiety that I stay in the house 24/7. It's hard for me to go to school. It's hard for me to get a job. It's like, I'm, it's hard for me to do anything. That's why I chose to start YouTube, because, I can show my face without going outside, without dealing with negativity. Exactly. I said the same thing. So, like, I was like, don't make assumptions about me, because I never said I was perfect. I specifically said that my dancing.
Excuse me.
What's up?
It did say how many minutes to pay on.
She said, it's okay. I'm a strong girl. I'm gonna get through it. So I was like, don't make assumptions about me, because if you go through all 407 of my videos, I have never, ever said I was perfect. If you go through my lives, I have spoken about what's happened to me. My ex stepfather. This is something I don't think I told you guys. My ex stepfather was actually molesting me, and I never told my mom. I never told my big sister. I didn't tell anyone because I was afraid that people would blame me. And so when I decided to finally speak up about at least one of these interactions that has happened to me, people start saying that it's my fault, that I'm always acting like I'm perfect. It's your fault, because you're sitting on your phone and you're leaving hate comments to someone whose mental health is already not okay. And you're saying that I'm perfect, but I feel like if you're saying I'm perfect, you feel like I'm perfect, and you're jealous about it, because I never said I was perfect. In fact, I feel like I'm broken. I've gone to therapy. I've gone to counseling. Nothing helps. So yeah. So, like, when I come on here, I vent. I'm talking to people about what happened in my day, or like what happened to, just venting. That's what I do. I either do lives or shorts. I've never made a full video. And so when people are like, you're perfect. You act like you're perfect. No, you assume I'm perfect. That's the difference between me and you. I know that I'm not perfect. Nobody in this world is perfect. If you can find the definition of a perfect man, show him to me, because he must be God, because I can't see him. I can't see a man or a woman that's perfect. Nobody in this world is perfect. I don't act like I'm perfect. I'm so far from it that the fact that you think I'm perfect, that you say I think I'm perfect, it really gives me jealousy vibes. Also, people say that my dancing are for sexual. No, I am a self-taught dancer. That's what nobody understands about me. I didn't go to dancing class. I didn't have a dancing counselor. No, I taught myself how to dance, because when I wasn't dancing, I was deep in depression. I was thinking about self-suicide. I wasn't okay. So my therapist told me to find something to focus on that could help me get through. And so that's when I started dancing. My first ever video on this site was dancing. And like I also started posting my art, but I feel like my art is more of a hobby that I want to keep to myself. So I wanted to give up on dancing so long ago because like when I first started, I was stiff. My dancing videos weren't getting a lot of views. I just felt like that dancing wasn't gonna be for me. I'm sorry, I'm sick. But the more that I kept dancing, the more that I got better at it. Yes, please stay safe out there because people are quick to blame the woman. Okay, it's not our fault that we have chest, boobs, and butt. Okay, it's not our fault that we have what's down there. We did not ask to be here, and yet men get blamed less than women. It's always the woman's fault, and I don't understand why that is. Hey! And so when people still go when like people blame the woman, that makes me angry because it's not the woman's fault. I mean, yeah, there's some people out there, maybe, but I will never say it's the woman's fault unless you have proof. Right. God made us. Like, we did not ask to be here. Technically, our parents made us. But yeah, God made them. So yeah. But like, I could tell everybody every day, I did not ask to be born a woman. In fact, I would rather have been a man because honestly, men don't have to deal with periods. Men don't have to deal with sexual cases. Men don't have to deal with being sexualized all the freaking time. Men doesn't have to deal with the hate, I mean, men have it hard, but women have it so much harder, and men are so quick to say, oh, women's lives are so easy. Women have to deal with being raped. Women have to deal with being sexualized for the clothing that they wear. Women have to deal with all of this, and yet women's lives are so easy. Do you know what it's like? Because I've known my ex-stepfather. I've known him since I was 2. That's when my mom got together with him. He didn't start touching me until I was around 12 or 13. Do you know what it's like to have... He was already abusive during all this time. Do you know what it's like to have an abusive man touching on you? And you're too afraid to tell your mom. You're too afraid to tell anybody else because you're afraid that if you tell anybody, you're going to get beat. Do you know what it's like to go to bed and wonder if you're going to wake up in the morning? Do you know what it's like to have broken ribs but can't go to the hospital? Exactly. I totally agree with you. I really do. And so, like, when men are like, you girls have it so easy and yet you're always complaining. We have every right to complain. We do. And personally, I'm going to spend the rest of my life complaining because that's what I do. That I have every right to complain. And then what really pisses me off is when just certain mother effers or just like when certain girls, mind you, they're like 8 or 9 years old. They come on my page trying to be grown, talking about some, girl, you need to stop. And then I go to their profile because I don't want to curse them out right away. And I see a little girl, a little child, coming at me, a 15-year-old. And I'm like, you're not even worth it. And yet, I don't want to be mean about it, but at some point, everyone has his limits. Everyone. And I don't care what nobody says, everyone has limits. And so when they just come on my page and they're like, stop acting perfect, or girl, men are going to be on your page now. This one chick, I remember like it was yesterday. Put it right there.
Do you all keep the juice in there?
Yeah. Okay. And so like, exactly, like why do we have to be sexualized for hair? I mean, hair is natural. It grows from your body. And yet people in this society makes beauty standards about not having hair, smooth skin, model type bodies. That's not... God made you the way you are. If you're thick, be thick. If you're a bit weighted, that's okay. You're never fat, okay? Fat is a word that people made up to make others feel bad. Okay? Now, me personally, I have always been skinny shamed, okay? I cannot gain weight. I have tried everything. Yes, we are having a girl's problem. Yes, we are. Yeah. Right, like, people are saying that I'm perfect, that the reason I got catcalled was my fault. Here's what they fail to realize. If they didn't read the video, I was wearing sweats that day. No part of my body was showing, okay? Now, I did have my curly hair down like this, and my curly hair does attract a lot of people, like, just people in general. They're always telling me that I have beautiful hair, just people in general. But anytime I have my hair down in its curly natural state, men, oh my goodness, men come up and are like, well, you look real sexy. Thank you, goodbye. Or, can I get your number? Do you know how old I am? What really makes me mad is when 30 and 40-year-olds look at a child, and I mean like literally my little sister's age, 11, 9, when they look at them, talk about your sister's real cute. That happened to me once, and when I tell you, I was so mad. Cause like I was taking my little sisters to the, like, I don't speak about this stuff because I'm always getting hate about it. But I was taking my little sisters to the store, and this man was like, your sister's real cute. I didn't think nothing of it, for real. I'm like, okay, thanks. He's like, how old is she? And I'm like, not old enough for you. And I left it at that. But then he started following us around the store. He steady asking, just weird. He was just weird. And the thing is, what they don't understand is that these people live by us. We have to see them every time we go out their door. That's the problem. And then for the guy that was catcalling, he was in a car. He had a friend. His friend was in on it. That shows you how sick some men are. Now, I'm not going to say all men, because my sister has a pretty good boyfriend. My mom has a pretty good boyfriend. The new boyfriend, not the ex.
Kiss your ass.
I will.
Yeah, you don't lie being all nice to tell him to kiss your ass.
This is why I
your
love
screen
my
dark?
sister. I love my sister. So, that was my older sister, by the way. Yeah, so she did not agree with this, okay? So, like, I also told her, the comments. I showed her the comments, and she's like, you're being too nice about it. Just tell him to kiss your ass and get glad. But I'm not her, I don't want to be mean, okay? I'm nice to everyone until you piss me off. I am a Gemini. The scariest trait out there. Well, no, Aries is the scariest.
I'm a
I'll say
Gemini.
Aries.
I'm a Gemini.
You're an Aquarius, baby. Actually, you're borderline. You could be a Gemini, Aquarius, or
What
Aries.
is a Gemini anyway?
It's your forgot what it's called. It's your sign. It's your
Why is it
I forgot
dark?
it. But I got my screen brightener down. It's too bright for me. So literally I just woke up and I was looking at stuff like this, and I'm like, are these people serious? Like, how can you blame the victim for something that the creep did, huh? How can you blame the victim for something that the man did? Like, I've been looking through a lot of people that's talking about sexual assault, and like, when you go down to the newest comments, it's always, well, if you weren't wearing that wouldn't have happened to you. So a man raped me and it's my fault? This actually happened to my sister. My sister was raped. And her friend, she was working at the store. She was working at Rainbow. Her manager and her co-workers all said it was her fault, or said that it didn't happen. How are you going to tell somebody what happened to them? There are girls out there, I'm not going to lie, they do lie about it sometimes. But I will never call them a liar until there's proof that they're a liar. And so when this started happening to my sister, I was just like, this shows how fucked up the world is. Because why are you blaming the victim? Shouldn't you be blaming the one that did it? Shouldn't you be blaming the one that forced her? Y'all don't understand the aftermath of being like that. Okay, you're always thinking about it. It never goes away. It's always there. It's always burning in your brain. Like, I'm gonna forever remember that man that did that to me. My sister's gonna forever remember him. They did it to her. you're always gonna remember the faces of the weirdest creep, and no matter how much you try to forget it, it's always gonna stick with you. And so when people start saying it was my fault, I just got like really triggered because that's the same thing they said to my sister, and I'm like, it's not our fault. It's the sick minds, the people out there that just feel like they're so entitled that they feel like women are their playthings, their toys. I don't like that. I don't. I will never like that. So, yeah, we're gonna do some makeup here today.
Can I do it? Please, you promise.
I said you would do it one day, baby, but not today, not today.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm gonna do my makeup too as I talk about this. But yeah, like, a lot of people don't believe me when I come on here talking about this. So, if you go to my video that mentions Sky Daddy, the song is called Pretty Distraction. If you go to that video and you go to the newest comments, I haven't deleted any of them yet. You will see what I'm saying. And that's just me putting it out there. So, they think it's okay to blame me. They think that I'm perfect. I don't ever remember saying I was perfect. I've never said I was perfect. I'm not perfect. I just want to be alone. Like, I want to be left alone. I want to be with my family 24/7. My sister's about to be 18, and that is sending my anxiety sky high because me and my mom are supposed to move to Texas, but my sister wants to stay here in St. Louis. So that just really makes me think about stuff. And so, like, I don't want any relationships with men. If I wanted to have men all over me, I could be like that. I could be out there being fast. I could have my shirt all the way up here or going out in just a bra. That's not me. I don't want a relationship with men. I don't want a relationship with a woman. I just want a relationship with myself. And if that's so hard for some people to understand, I don't know what else to tell you. I really don't. And so, yeah, so like a lot of my dances, yeah, they might seem inappropriate or sexual, but you have to understand I am 15. I'm not 8, I'm not 9, I'm not 7. Whoever said I was 7, clearly you have not seen my videos. I am 15. I'm gonna be 16 soon. It's okay for me to do the dances that I'm doing because guess what? I'm not doing that out there. I'm not going to the club. I'm not drinking. I do that because it helps, it helps my mind, it helps my body, when I dance, I feel powerful. I feel comfort. Like, mainly one of the reasons I love dancing is because back when we were with my stepfather, he would always tell me that I couldn't dance, that it didn't look right, or just he always had something negative to say about it. But after we got away from him, after me and my sister had this huge blowout fight with him and we got away from him, I started dancing. And at first I was scared because my first videos didn't do good. They didn't. I barely had one subscriber, or like people would subscribe and then unsubscribe, and it was just messing with my head. And so this was really like messing with me, And so when I was going through stuff like this, I felt like nobody would understand. So like, when we got away, I started going to therapy. I found this really good therapist. Her name's Miss Charlotte Cotton. I still talk to her. She really helped me come into myself. She told me not to be afraid, and I was getting so confident about it that even with me being so confident about it, I started doing videos out in public, which I was so scared. Like, when people start watching me dance out in public, I would get so scared. I barely dance out in public now because I don't like going outside. I'm just lazy like that. And so it really made me feel some type of way when I started getting comments about how good I was dancing. And what really made my heart is when a person asked me if I could teach them how to dance, and I really wish I could, but I'm self-taught. Whatever, I have a certain ear for music. Whatever has the right amount of beat and sway, I dance to. And also, I don't just like, what I've realized is I don't just dance, I dance to the beat. Not the lyrics, not the melody, but the beat. And so, yeah, so, back to the situation. Um, don't blame the victim. It's 9 times out of 10, it's never the victim's fault. When you blame the victim, it can cause harmful thoughts, suicide, a lot of things. You know, you never want to blame the victim, ever. But yeah, I'm not perfect. If you think that I'm perfect, please think again. I'm not even close. I'm so far gone. Um, yeah, so we're gonna do a bit of a look today, okay? So I'm going in with this eyeshadow, this one right here, the brightest one, and yeah, I just want to remind you, if you think that I'm perfect, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm not perfect. I'm not nearly perfect, but however, I really want to thank you guys because now I have 792 subscribers. I never ever thought I would get that far. Like, and this was just in a matter of months. Like last year, to be exact. Not even last. It's not even a full year yet. Um, I don't know what is going on with this look, but we're gonna make it work. Okay, we make every look work. Um, so yeah. I have 792 subscribers. I thank you so much because now so many people are subscribing. Like when we got to 600, I thought there was going to be another hard knock to pass because it took me so long to get past 500. But then after we just kind of shot past 600, and now we're at 700, and now we're already in a matter of days to 790 something. And I am so proud of myself. We are almost to 1K. And I want to thank everybody that supported me, that joined, that, watch my videos, watch my lives, because honestly, I don't know where I'd be. I really don't. Like, I find myself just thinking about the future all the time, and like, that scares me because I'm always just thinking about stuff that's not going to matter now, but it's gonna matter in the future. And like, I always overthink, but like my sister, she does it out loud. Like, she overthinks out loud. Me, I keep it in my mind. So like, I'm thinking about if I'm gonna make it through high school, college. I'm thinking about if I'm really gonna continue being a YouTuber, or if the move to Texas is gonna affect my channel, And so like, however, this upcoming Halloween, I have something planned, and you all are gonna want to see. You're gonna want to see, because I have something in mind. A little sneak peek. But yeah. So we're there's a lot of stuff that you don't know about me, a lot of stuff that I don't speak about. So please do not assume. If you want to ask questions, like if you come out and like ask me, do you think you're perfect? I can answer you honestly. But when you just make that assumption, you think you're perfect, you do all of these sexual dances to attract these men, that's where I kind of just pull away. Because you didn't ask me, you don't know the first thing about me, you assumed that I'm perfect. You assumed that I like dancing. I like the attention from these older men. I don't. I don't like attention, period. I don't like attention. I don't like loud noises. I don't like the world, okay? You know what I like? I like sitting at home on my phone, doing my dances. And yet you have some of these naysayers, haters, half of them are so young. They're trying to be so like in with the tunes, like, oh my goodness, let's hate on her. It's cool, it's a trend. And then you go to the profile and they're only like 8 or 9. And then you feel bad because you didn't said the whole paragraph of telling them to fuck off, and then you're like, It's a child. Now, typically, my sister wouldn't care. I care. So if I see that you're a child, I'm just not going to respond. If I see that you have no profile, I'm going to respond because then I don't know if you're a child or an adult. But either way, it's wrong. And what gets me is this one girl. She had to be around 7 or 8. She was on my profile and she was telling me, she was like, you know that you're ugly, right? That's why like nobody's ever gonna follow you. Like she was talking like an adult. Like she got real bossed up. She got big man, you know? And so I was about to go off, right? And then I clicked on her profile. What made me angry is that she was a black woman. She's black, I'm black. Why are we doing this to each other? And I mean, even if she had been white, that wouldn't have been a problem. But just the fact that I see black people bringing down other black people, that just really, that makes me mad. And so, like, the way she was talking, I wouldn't have, if I hadn't clicked on her profile, I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known that she was only like 7 or 8, right? And so, like, she's like, you know you're ugly. Like, the insults, I should have known from the insults because they were, like, really lame. But she was really going there. She was like, that's why no man is ever gonna want you. That's why you're never gonna make it. That's why everyone hates you. And so I was like, you know, I sent back a text. I was like, you know, I could say so much stuff about you, but after seeing your profile and seeing how young you are, I'm gonna leave it alone. She got mad. She's like, girl, you probably 8 or 9. I was like, I'm 15. No respond after that. Or like this one guy, he was yeah, it was a guy. He was like, stop making videos, you're cringe. I was like, do you want me to stop making videos because you don't like them or just because you feel threatened? So we were going back and forth and he was like, that's why you always acting like you all that, you ain't all that. I said, I know that I'm not. And so like I sent him a whole paragraph about my life. I was like, I'm 15. My mom is struggling. She has heart problems. She's in and out of the hospital. My little sister always getting hurt. My little sister has been hurt more than I can count. She almost choked on cereal and died. She busted the back of her head. My little sister is so clumsy. It scares me because I'm afraid that if I turn around for 1 second, that's it. And so like he was really going on and on and on. And so, oh, where did it go? Oh, I need it. Hang on, just give me a second. Oh. Nope, it's not it. Okay, I found it. So, yeah, anyway, so, like, people were like, he was like, you know that you're never gonna make it. I was like, I know this. I know that I probably will never make it. I know that I'm not gonna be perfect. He's like, you know you're real depressing, right? I was like, yeah, I know. Tell me something I don't know. He was like, you made a whole video about me, you so mad. I was like, no, not mad, just inspired. You know, people like you keep me going. He was like, damn, okay. Kept going back and forth, just trying to get under my skin. And then after I sent him the whole paragraph about it, that's when he was like, damn, I'm sorry. And then he had the nerve to ask me for my number. You just got through saying all of this horrible shit. You had the nerve to ask me for my number. Could someone say entitled? And so, like, it really makes me mad when people say that I ask for the attention. I can't help who I am. I cannot help that I look like this. I cannot help that people see me as attractive, okay? For the longest time, I thought I was the ugliest person in the world. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I thought that because growing up around him, he was always calling us ugly, trifling. It was just, my stepdad was always saying some hurtful shit. And after hearing that for 10 years, eventually you start to believe it, you know? You start to wonder if he's right. And so, like, for the longest time, I thought that I was the most ugliest person in the world. I thought that I had to be the most unattractive person. But then when we got away from him, that's when that's when people start telling me, girl, you're gorgeous. I wish I could have skin like you. I'm like, what do you mean? And then they were like, girl, you have body goals. I thought that I was skinny. Actually, I have gained a bit more weight and I look a bit healthier. If you go back and see my old photos, I don't post them a lot, but if you could see them, you will see that I was so skinny. Like, I was underweight. The doctor was worried. My mom was worried. Everybody was worried. I've never been able to gain weight. Like, I'm never over 100 pounds. And so, like, the doctor said that it's probably because of low metabolism, or like some people bodies are just aren't made for big weight, and every time I go to the doctor, I'm underweight every time, and I can't help it. I really can't. I don't like being underweight, but it's just my body structure, and like I don't understand how I'm underweight because I eat a lot. Like I could do a whole mukbang with all the stuff I eat, and yet I never gain weight. Like no matter how much I tried. I tried working out to see if maybe that will help, but nothing helps. Okay, I guess I'm meant to be underweight. And somebody said that I look like I was struggling with an eating disorder. If you had told me that 2 years ago, you would have been right. You would have been right. But now I can't turn food down, okay? Like I used to starve myself back when we were still in the situation with my stepfather, but now I can't, okay? You put some, like I have noodles right here, and I'm trying so hard to not just gobble it down. Like you put food in front of me now, I'm gonna eat no matter what you say. I don't care if like sometimes my sister would be like, Angel, come on, we gotta go catch the bus. And I'd be like, hold on, I'm not done eating yet. I will take the food outside with me. That's just how much I love food, okay? And then oh my goodness, I have been on a spicy chicken rampage, okay? Especially the honey hot, like chef's kiss. Except for when they forget that you want honey hot and they just give you regular whole wings. That really made me mad yesterday. Um, but yeah, so I came on here to talk about people blaming the victim of sexual assault or just catcalling, or why would you say that it's my fault? You know, it's never the woman's fault when a man has a sick mind. Ever. So next time you want to blame someone, think twice. And please don't assume. So yeah, this look, it's going somewhere. I'm kinda digging it. I don't like the base, the gray with the pink. Although it does make a nice purple, I don't like it. So yeah, I've been liking this new thing that I've been doing. I don't know if you can tell in my videos, but I have this one pretty shimmer in my palette, and it's so pretty. I haven't used it for real, and like I feel like I've really been sleeping on it because it's this one right here. This one. She's gorgeous. And like she might look plain now. But just wait and see, okay? Because the shimmer that's on this it's beautiful. So this is what it looks like. Okay. And
Why does this do that? Do what?
now
You left me. How come with the student?
but yeah, I will do another video, an actual short, talking about, sexual assault victims, Um, and yeah, if your goal was to try to make me stop dancing, you failed miserably. If your goal was to bring me down and ruin my day, you almost succeeded, but you didn't. If your goal was to try to make me feel bad about myself, you're so far from succeeding. If your goal was just to make me feel ashamed of myself, Been there, done that, not doing it again. Whatever your goal was leaving that comment, and you know who I'm talking to, he failed. I'm sorry. You did such a poor job. What really makes me angry is when like they leave a hate comment and then they're like, not trying to be rude. You're trying to be rude. You know what you're saying. You know what you're doing. You feel like if you put not trying to be rude in there, then I have no right to take offense to it, right? But you can't say not trying to be rude and call me ugly in the same sentence. That doesn't work. Or you can't say not trying to be rude, but you ask for it, you know. Your dances are attracting sexual predators. We all know that's a lie. Predators are everywhere in the world, okay? Nothing needs to catch your eye. They go looking for it. So if they done found my page, okay. If they leave comments, I won't respond. The only time you will ever get a response from me is if it happens in public. And 9 times out of 10, my sister's always going to be there with me, so you'll get a response from her before you get one from me. So, also, to the girl that said I was going to come and find you and whoop your ass because you're always acting fake, I could tell you my address right now. You can come and show up. You can try to fight me, but I'm telling you, you will have 2 against 1. So you better bring some friends. And even if you bring some friends, I'm not a violent person, but I can get violent. You say you're going to come and find me? Come find me. You say you're going to whoop my ass? Come whoop my ass. But you can't. You won't. Go ahead, leave another comment. I'll give you my address. I'll give it to you. You really want to find me? Come find me. You're going to whoop my ass because you're jealous. Yeah, you are. The fact that you assumed that I was fake, though. When will they learn? When will they learn? I think people need to understand the true meaning of fake, okay? I'm not fake. I'm as real as they come, okay? I will tell you about yourself in the nicest way. Here's the thing about Geminis. I will tell you, I am the sweetest Gemini until you piss me off. Here's the thing about me, right? I'm sweet. I'm quiet, okay? I'm very quiet. You have to push a little bit. But once you push too hard, I'm coming out of the corner swinging. And ain't nothing you can do to stop me. So if you really want to come and find me, I'm waiting. I hope you bring back up. People try to scare me on this app. You know, they say I'm never going to make it to being a big YouTuber. You know, they say, give up on your dreams. Don't ever be there. Guess what? I'm almost at 1K. If I had given up like you wanted, I wouldn't be here today, would I? No. Anyways, enough about her. I've given her too much attention. Let's carry on. Everyone keeps asking me what my blush is. You guys are gonna laugh at this. Everyone wants to know what my blush is. It's lipstick. Okay, I'm cheap. I have no money. You just stab a little on the side and blend it in. It works fine. You get so many compliments on it.
Can I help?
And
Can I help?
if it's not enough, you just add a little bit more.
And can I help?
Personally, me, I kind of like to look like I've been slapped across the cheek. That's just me. I usually put some on my nose, but I'm sick and I've been sneezing a lot, so I'm not going to put any on my nose because then I'll just be wiping off. Then I'll just be wiping off my blush on the nose. You do have to be careful with this because it's very pigmented, like really pigmented. I apologize for my chapped lips. This is what happens when I'm sick. Plus, it's almost that time of the month, so yeah. Yeah, this is what happens. I'm getting breakouts. Look up here. I have 3 big bumps, especially this one right here. It just won't go away. It won't go away. I'm so irritated by it. And I'm so frustrated that I'm gonna have my period and be sick at the same time. It pisses me off. And now I'm gonna be coughing, sneezing, and bleeding. That was a bit gross, I'm sorry. Yeah, and so my lipstick for today is gonna be a nude. It's really old, and it gives me concealer lips, but I figured out a little trick to make it work. You see this? This is a no-go. Nah. It just looks like I have white powder on my lips. You take a dark color of eyeshadow, a really dark color, you line your lips. Once you line it, you blend it in. You can see it gets darker, but it kind of looks gray. But we're gonna fix it too. Just trust the process. Now that it's looking gray, you take some of this red one and you dab it right in the center. Don't full on swipe because it's pigmented, and you don't want the red to make up the whole look. And so you just keep dabbing until you get your desired color. I like this color. So now we're gonna do the hair. Everyone keeps asking me how do I get my hair so curly? I'm telling you, this will be your best friend, okay? This is Curl Activator. It's for natural curls and waves, and it softens and moisture if you have really dry hair. I always have dry hair, okay, because I bleach my hair. That's why it's this color. It wasn't always this color. You can see the black coming back. Now, typically, if I just wet my hair, my curls would look like I have bangs right up here in this section. But when I use the Curl Activator, it makes my hair wavy and curly at the same time, okay? So this is what I'm gonna show you how it looks, okay? Now, typically, you could just separate it and put it in there, but I'm lazy and that sounds like too much work to me. So what I like to do, I'm sorry for squinting, I don't have my glasses on. What I like to do is take a big glob and then just do it like this. It awakens the curls, it gives you moisture, and it kind of detangles it. Not a lot, you will still have a couple of tangles. Yeah, I will post this afterwards. So if you are already here, I thank you so much. My comments aren't showing up because no one has commented, so I can't thank the first 2 people who are here. I hope you subscribe. I thank you for leaving a like. And yeah, I really hope that boy in your class, I hope he get in trouble. I really do. I hope that you girls stay safe out here. I hope that y'all, I hope you live a healthy, wonderful life. I hope yours is better than mine. I apologize for all the noise. Now, here's what I have to do, okay? So because this part of my hair never, no matter how much I put in there, this part and this part never gets some curl activator. So what I like to do is I separate it, and then I take about this much and then just rub it on there. And you see that? Look at how it just curled. And the thing is, with my hair type, all I have to do is put water on it, and then it's curled. Yeah, but be careful with this because it not only does it moisturize your dry hair, it's greasy. It's actually really greasy. So if you put a lot, you're gonna have grease all over your pillow if you decide to lay down. Do not put a lot of this. Okay? I suggest you
Like this much?
rub it on your palms like you take about this much. I'm sorry, my brother's being so annoying. You can take a little bit more, about this much. Rub it together in your hands and then just run it through your hair. Do not use a lot, I'm telling you. I made the mistake of using a lot, and let me tell you, I had grease all down the back of my shirt, down the back of my back. I went to lay down, and it was just all over my pillow the next morning. I'm telling you, don't use a lot, okay? Now, I mainly use it a lot in the back because the back of my head is the driest part. But what I like about the curl activator is that it brings out my curls without making them super bunched up. Like you can see the real length of my hair.
I'm gonna beat you up. If you come to our house again, you know where we're going to? Go beat you
My
up.
little sister's trying to help out so much. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm telling you, get the gray jar, okay? If it looks like this, you got the right thing. It looks like this on the inside. If you have curly hair but don't know how to get your curls popping, this will save your life, I promise. You mainly want to aim it at the driest parts of your hair, whether that be your scalp or the ends of your hair, whatever is the most driest part. You need a lot there, but do not put a lot all over because it will get all over your face, hair, you know. Hey! Too much noise!
Can I do your edges?
I don't need my edges done, baby. Please. I don't want my edges done.
They look pretty when I do.
I know they do, but it's just too much work right now. So yeah, this is what, to everyone asking, this is what has my hair looking gorgeous.
Did you even eat your nose yet?
No, can you mix them up? I'm gonna eat them. Let's see this look in the light because I did have the light off. And I say she's serving.
I do.
She's giving. Now I did put a little low on this side, a little higher. But I just want you to see the difference that blush makes. What's up?
I don't have anything to mix up your nose yet.
Okay, hold on. I'll figure it out. Hold on.
Hi.
So yeah, this is the outfit. You know, I got a little Chucky going on for Halloween, and then I thank you Midnight because I really like this shirt. I really do.
Wait, can I sew my costume? That was Halloween.
No, because it's gonna be a surprise. We're gonna do a video. We're gonna do a surprise
I
video.
know, but can I sew my costume?
Oh, man, come get this stealing and stuff. I told her to.
Just go do it. Just go do it. Okay, and yeah, this is the look. This is the hair. Serving as always. Now, because I like my blush a little bit more blended, I'm gonna blend it in a little bit more, just to, mainly on this side because I did put a little bit too much. But yeah, this is the Slay. This is the not really. Well, the lips match the eyes. The lips match the eyes. Yeah. So this is the look you'll be seeing today. I'm gonna do a couple of videos, and then I'm going back to sleep. I'm not gonna lie, I sleep so much. Here are the curls, beautiful and popping. Thank you to everyone who came by, and thank you Slayers for giving me 790 subscribers. Bye.
Me too.
What?